In this video, I'm going to go over with you how to design your website, your WordPress website, while we're using Thrive themes, and how to do it to best suit SEO best practices. So there are really beautiful designs that you can make on your website, but they're not going to be SEO friendly and they may not be mobile friendly either. So you have to take these things into consideration. I will do another video training on how to decide whether you should optimize more for desktop versus mobile or vice versa. I'll give you the best practices on how to make that decision because typically you can't make both of those screens perfectly balanced for both. This video, we're going to go over design theory on how do you get to choose? How do you choose whether you want to use a really nice design versus whether you want to get really good SEO? So a lot of this depends on how do you want to get your traffic. There are different ways to get traffic online, and we'll talk about a lot of those in another video as well, because this one I just really want to concentrate so we don't spend an hour here on how to make some little tiny changes that will bring you a lot of SEO value. Now, if you have not watched my YouTube video tutorial free training on how to set up your pages on WordPress, you need to go and watch that. That link will be in the description. The video series that I'm doing for your WordPress website from start to finish, how to build it, are done in a series of 101, 102, 103, etc. So if you look in my description area, you're going to see a list of those. And from there, you will, let's go to one of these and I'll show you what I'm talking about so we can quickly check that out. And I'll show you where you can see that. So if you're looking at my videos here, you will see this one says 110, 106, 105. So just find the ones that are the ones that, let's go to the home page and see if we can see a series. So this is my series right here. Build your WordPress website from start to finish. You can play all, but they might not be in order because you see how they're out of order here for some reason. So I don't know why YouTube does that, but I will try to get that fixed for you. But here's 102, 102, 102, 103, 104, and so forth. So that's how you can follow that. Also, if you go to one of them, let's go to this one here. I'm going to turn it off there. And if we go into my description, you will see the other videos right here. So when you go there, you can just check off which video you want to watch. I have the title and the link. So this is a really easy way for you to go like from step to step. And this way you won't miss anything that you're trying to learn. Okay, so that's the first thing. Let me close out of that. So what I wanted to show you, and I want to explain to you what each website is like. And so we're going to do a lot of these example videos of taking a website and then kind of like dissecting it. And I will tell you what I should have done or what we should do or the client. And we're going to do a lot of those. And this is really going to help you setting up the way that your website looks. Now in Thrive Themes, there are a ton of options in the back end on how you can make your website look without you doing any design at all, just substituting their photos for your photos basically. So that's one thing that I love about Thrive. Now I am an affiliate of Thrive, and I will say I've been with them since the beta program. I have never quit. That was back in 2000 and I don't know, 7 or 8. I've been with them forever. So you can trust that it is a very, very good company, high quality European, Swedish, Switzerland company. So you can really trust them that they provide just the best value and the best support. You can click on my link on my description area. I have all the links to my affiliate programs that I tell you to use, and Thrive is one of them. Now, one of the things that you want to decide is which theme you're going to want to pick for your website design. So let me go to another site. Now this site, I am not an affiliate of this theme. This is called the Acabado theme. And this is a theme that we use for people who really want to optimize on ads on their website. So this is really for bloggers that have a niche blog and they're really trying to make money from all of these ads that you see like on here right now. So if I click out of some of these so we can see, just so we can get some of these out of our way. Let me see if I can get rid of this right one here just to clean it up a little bit for you. So this one is set up as a blog on the home page. This is so that these ad companies can come in and put these ads in the middle of your content, okay? So here's another ad in the middle of my content, right? And here's another ad. Here's another ad. So you have all this white space in between. Here's another one. So, oh, I have to take a screenshot. This is one of my clients. I have to show him that his ad showed up on my page. And so you'll have these, see, it doesn't let me click out of there. So anyway, this is how this works. And then you just click on next. And all of these are, the BlogRoll is the homepage. Do you see that? How the BlogRoll is the homepage. So this is the super SEO method. Very, very good method. I love to use this theme because it's very simple. Our VAs know how to set this up for you. For me to get involved, it's not as much as me building a custom website for you in Thrive. However, this is not going to give you a lot of the extra tools that Thrive does. So it's not going to give you things like opt-in forms, lead generation, building a course. Like Thrive does, you can't add a testimonials right in here. So on a Thrive theme, there's a plugin called Ovations, and you just drag it in and people can leave reviews right on your website, which is a phenomenal way to build credibility. So Akabata doesn't have those options in their theme, but this works very, very well if you have a hobby niche, a pet niche, or something like that, and you're just driving traffic for affiliate links and ad revenue, and maybe you're selling an ebook, so you're just setting up a very simple form in SendGrid or something like that, or MailChimp, something like that, right? So that's what this kind of a theme will be. This is totally SEO optimized. Like that's all I care about on this website is that we have a ton of SEO, all organic traffic. We are sending social media traffic to it, but that's not our focus. Our focus is getting on the top page of Google, which we do. I do know how to get our clients there. So that's another little thing I want to tell you is our VAs are very good at helping you. I am very good as a strategist. I'm a business strategist. You can set up a strategy session with me and I will help you set up your website and give the instructions to the VAs on how exactly to do all this for you. Let's go to the next site. So this site is called movetoprovoutah.com. This is a Thrive site. Now, what I want to show you is this site is made to be very beautiful but also very effective for a community website. So this one is really focused on living in Provo, buying local, advertising your business. Once I get enough traffic, it's a new site, so it takes about 18 months to 2 years to get enough traffic where local companies would say, yeah, I want to advertise on your website. But we have this events page that is super robust and people can click here. This is a sign up for notifications for events that are going on in Provo. This is great because this goes into a SendGrid list. That's what I have this hooked up to. And this is this is a newsletter subscription that I added using Thrive lead forms. Now, then of course we have links to everything in Provo Homes and then our places to go and places to eat. Now, this is what the site, so now before, what happened is this site was like this, and like this, and like this. I'll tell you where it stopped. And then it stopped here, and it went to this, okay? So my footer was there, and the map and all that was right there. But it had nothing in between these sections and the bottom section. And what I wanted to explain to you is when you do that, this is very pretty, right? And I really love it, but it's not SEO friendly for my articles. So for my blog posts, so let's click on, we have our menu here. Let's click on places to eat. So when I click on places to eat, I have my SEO content, and then we have a blog roll of every single restaurant that I go to eat at and write a review. By the way, this is an excellent thing for you to do if you're trying to build a local site. And here we have our events blog, our events themes going along at the top of this. It's really cool. So this is great. Now, this is a problem. And what is the problem here? On the home page now. So the problem is none of these articles, okay, so if we click on the Thai hut, here's a nice article I wrote all about going to eat at this location, okay? And I even have the menu on there. We have, like, we just have a lot of information on here. So you can see, and then I do my review, and then my about my author page there, and then suggestion for two other, oh, I got to change this because I want those to be other things to eat, not events. So I did notice that. I want to keep it for SEO. You want to keep it, you want to keep the people on your website, right? So this is SEO'd, right? Now the problem is it's nowhere on here. And that's a problem because the most traffic you're going to get for domain authority is going to be to your homepage on a blog article that is on your homepage. So you always want to have, no matter how pretty, see, no matter how beautiful I want my website, I have to have a BlogRoll on there somewhere. And because Google bots come and troll, they come and read that BlogRoll, and that's telling Google bots that those articles are the most important articles on your website. Because people don't go to look at your homepage. They click on a link they find on Google when they do a search, and that usually takes them to an article. The most important thing to understand is you get a lot of Google juice by having a BlogRoll on your homepage, and I didn't have that. So what I did was I pulled in this BlogRoll. So what I did was I just pulled in a BlogRoll with 18. You can choose how many posts you want on here. The only problem that I have with this is I'm worried about page load speed because for some reason the BlogRoll itself is not allowing for lazy load. But we'll see. It shouldn't affect it too much. And so I'm going to check it after a couple days and see what my page load speed looks like by doing this with this many. I didn't want it to be so few because what happens is we have a lot of events every day that we post about. And so they kind of drown out my restaurants because I can't eat at that many restaurants every day and I can't write that many posts about restaurant reviews every day. We also want to get into the places to go. So we want to, and then I want to start doing the neighborhoods around here and all of that, of course, since I'm in real estate. But this, and I want to do a whole section on buy local. The reason I haven't done those yet is because you need to have 10 articles in each category before you should write about them. And then you want to make sure you should have 30, but 10 is okay. All right, so now I want to show how did I do that. This is a really cool technique that I'm going to show you on how to do this in Thrive. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go into my Safari. And here I am on this home page, right? And I'm in my Thrive back end here. So what I did, and we're just going to practice here, and this way I can just take it out. I got to move my video down. Whoops, where did it go? Oh, there it's still recording. Okay, just have to make sure I didn't turn off my recording for some reason. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll, and let's just say, and we're going to copy this same thing. I'm just going to go ahead because I don't want to ruin the way my page looks if I make a boo-boo here. But I'm going to come up here, and we are going to click on this plus sign right here. It says Add Element. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to scroll down until I see all of the posts. So I'm going to keep scrolling. There's so many cool things you can add here. But here's a post list and a post list filter. So I'm going to grab this post list and I'm going to drag it inside this background section. And now what I wanted to show you is look at all the options you have for dragging in this post list to your home page. Or you can put it on any page. That's what's really cool about this. You can also filter it. So I could say I only want it to be I only want it to be the food, or I only want it to be the events, or I only want it to be the places where we go, or I only want it to be the local stores. I can filter it however I want. Now, you have all these templates that you can choose, which is so cool. This is all of them. There's 76, but let's just say you want to do a grid. So here are grids. So you can do a double like this, 2 in a row. This is the one I think I chose. And then you can do 6 across. Now, I'm going to warn you about some of them. Just because they look pretty does not mean you should use them, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, load speed time, but number two, you've got to have some content here. You can't do this. See how it's just the titles? You cannot choose that because that's not going to help your BlogRoll for SEO and for the bots. You've got to have, and also not everybody knows to click on that to read it. You always must say read more. You always have to make sure that that's on your BlogRoll list, and you need to make sure you've got at least a sentence or two about it. I don't recommend using ones with no pictures. I think that because pictures speak 1,000 words, so I would definitely eliminate these right away if you're like trying to decide. Here's another method, but I don't like this because it has the dates, and I don't want dates on I don't want to date my articles. This one is really cool. However, again, there's not enough content there. So even though it's pretty, remember, pretty doesn't equal SEO. This is really beautiful, but it's not going to meet my SEO standards. Same with this one. So as I scroll, here's one that will. All right. So now let's look and see what we've got so we can use the process of elimination. We have this one here, the default post list. Then we have this image times text 08, which this one's really nice. I like this because it gives even more, right? This one is a 3 across, which is okay if you have a lot of articles, which we do, but the problem is I just think it's just, I don't know, not quite what the look I was looking for, but this is definitely one you can choose. This is a no-go. Here is a great one too if you want to use the circles, which is fine, but it's got to match your design. So just because you like circles, but you don't have circles anywhere else on your website, you're not using circles like with you in the circle, things like that, then this is not going to be a good choice for your site. Again, this one's no good. This one's no good. This one might be okay. This is good if you have a lot of different authors, but I wouldn't use it just to for branding. I would just use the author box. This is no good, no good. Here's one that would be okay. No, but it has the ... which tells most people to read more, but a lot of people might not know what that means. So you got to have something that's really clear. That's why I really like this read more. This is my favorite one. If we look at, where's the other one that we saw that we could use? See, this has a little arrow, which is better, but not as good as read more. Read more first of all, for SEO bots, it's perfect. And for humans, it's perfect. Very clear. All right. So let's see here. None of those are any good. This is not too bad. Again, remember my rules about circles. This is nice. This is nice if you have a ton of content and you need it on the home page. I like this. I like the wave. I like the design. I like that there's a lot, and I like the read more. So this is a really good option. That's like probably going to be my second favorite one that I see here. So let's just go with, so we don't get confused with the one that I already did. Let's go ahead and do this one. So I'll click on this, and it's going to load here. So now you see, oh, I really like that. So this is what I have now, right? Which is nice and big and clear. But this is sharp, isn't it? So it always reminds you to save your work. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to click on this box. And when you click on this box, you're going to open into this over here on the left side, your post list. So this tells you the name of the post list that you're using. And now you can filter the posts. You can edit your design. There's a lot of things you can do. So if we filter posts, come over here and you see it says display 6. So we can display as many as we want. So on this one, I'm going to display 24. You can cross off tags or authors or search or anything like that, so that we're going to take off the tag. We don't use tags, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm also going to take off author since I'm the only author. So this way only the category is being filtered. This, you can also do pages this way. You can display, if you click on Thrive Ovation display, you're going to click your reviews, your testimonials. Amazing. And I can also do events. I can just pull the events in. I just think that's really, really cool. So I'm going to save and close, and you can add whatever rules you want. So now let's look and see what that looks like. Ooh, do you think that looks better? Which one do you like better? Leave it in the comments. Do you like this one here with the 2x2s? Or do you like all these choices someone gets of 4 across and just lots of them? Which one do you like better? Let me know in the comments. But I'm starting to lean towards this one. Pretty cool. Plus, it gives me places to eat, events. I love this looking of places to eat, events, telling me what the tag, what the category is. I like that. So if we want to save our work, we're going to come over here and click here, and it takes a while for it to save. It seems like on my on this I don't know if it's my internet filter or what's going on. I mean, my internet speed or what's going on, but I do have Google Fiber, so it should be good. The other thing is see how I have this. You can check if we wanted to display one like this and then the other like that. You can do that, or you could just do a carousel, which I don't support. Don't do the carousel. Or you can do the one-liner, which I tried and I didn't like that. And so it says 4 columns. You can change this to however many columns you want. You can put spacing, however much spacing you want vertically and horizontally, which is really good. Remember I said I chose 24, and word count, we can increase how many words we want right here. So once it stops, once my savings, there we go. So here, if I want to do more of a word count, let's see if we can just put a little bit more and see what that looks like. If I do that, oh, I think I might, it won't save it until afterwards. Let's see, let's click back in here. Word count, read more text, read more. I love that. Okay. I don't know if that's going to, okay, we're going to have to wait for a minute to see. It makes it so I can't scroll or anything like that, but we could always go to a different page and see what it looks like if it's taking us too long on that one. Oh, okay, it did. So I don't see, oh no, it's still saving. We might have to refresh the page. Sometimes that happens. All right. There are just so many ways that you can make your website look beautiful with your BlogRoll on the homepage. So don't be afraid of putting that BlogRoll on the homepage. And remember, you can put these everywhere. You can pull in whatever. So if I'm on the places to eat page, on the bottom of that, I could do all the events, right? So on and so forth. Okay, so I didn't see that it added more words. It doesn't seem, oh no, that's the wrong one. Yes, it did, didn't it? It did add some more words. Okay, so I like that it adds some more words. I think 24 is probably a good enough. We might have to lower it just a little bit, but I really like this. So this is a great way for you to add. There's so many things you can do with this. That's what's the brilliant thing about Thrive. You don't need to know any CSS coding. You don't need to know HTML, and you can make all of these. Okay, we're back here on this one, and we could, like, let's just say we want some more space. See how it'll squeeze? You see that? You can make them like as big or as close together as you want. And then vertically, let's check that out. That's going to be this line. I can increase that, see, to make more space, which I like that better. That gives me a little bit more space. And it'll apply to all of them. So you can do you can also do the full, which I don't recommend on this style, but you could actually, if you did this, you could actually have all your blog posts, the whole thing on your homepage. It would make for a very long homepage, but you could actually do that. Let's go back and look and see how Akabato did that with the Siamese cat site. So these are just like that, but on here you'll see it's a picture, the title, and then view the post here. So yes, that's perfectly fine. on your BlogRoll page. These get a ton of traffic. So yeah, this is a perfect way to do this. Oh, I just love this. So I wanted to share this with you because this is just every one of the Thrive elements can do things like that. Like you can just really get into super intricate details and design just by clicking pictures. Like, and then if we click at a design, we can actually save this, right? We can also do a background style. You could add a whole background here. So let's just say we want it to do um, a solid color. See, we could actually bring that in. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So let me pick our color. Ooh, I just absolutely love that. I'm going to apply that. That's one of my saved colors that I have on our palette. That is so cool. You can do all kinds of these cool design themes. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take this one off. I am going to click on here. Oops, I have to click done on that. And I am going to trash this one. And so now it just comes down. So now let's save the work. Again, I'm sorry it takes a while to save the work. I can talk about other things when I'm saving the work, but I just wanted to let you know too, the reason that you don't see me on this video in my little circle like you usually do is because I'm not in my office area. I'm doing this on a holiday and I have a lot of activity going on around the house, and so I kind of hid in another room where nobody can see me or hear me, and it's just not optimal for lighting or anything like that. Um, I just felt it. I sometimes when you see that, it's because I have a thought in my mind. I want to teach it to you right then and there, and I don't want to wait until I put makeup on and get my lights ready and all that stuff. It's something that I teach about doing YouTube channels as well. And I teach my clients that you need to just do it, right? And let's just get it out there. All right, let's go I'm going to go open my Chrome and let's go look to the website, brand new, refreshed. So here it is. And here is my page. Ah, look how beautiful. Now I need to write up here that this is the blog, that these are the blog articles. But look how nice that looks. It's absolutely amazing. See, so it matches my blue. It's the same blue as my footer. There's so many ways to beautify. I'm just really, really happy with this. So I'm really excited to be able to share this with you and for you also to learn. I know a lot about Thrive, but a lot of these things I'm learning as I'm teaching them to you. There's just so much to learn. And also Thrive has an entire university. Click on my link. When you become a member of Thrive, you pay just one fee annually, or you can pay it by the month. But you get access to the most amazing university of courses to take that are all included in your membership. Like you don't have to go pay $1,000 and $2,000 to these so-called gurus all over the internet to teach you how to do SEO or to teach you how to build a website or any of these things, when you can just go with this membership and go and take all of these courses included for a couple $100s a year. Like it's so minimal, or maybe it's $500 a year. I don't know what it is now because they raised their prices since I started. But you can go in there and you can see, and they have trainings. They have project and knowledge. They have a whole knowledge base. It's all included. And then they have product tutorials on every single one of their products. So amazing. Their quiz builder, got to take that quiz builder course. That is amazing to add to your website. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're going to do to bring your BlogRoll into your homepage. Make sure you like and comment on this post, and I appreciate you being here.